going on, my friend? This is Jake of www.jgcalisthenics.co.uk, and before we dive into it, I just want to mention that if you're looking for the best guidance and workouts for starting calisthenics and your bodyweight journey, then by all means I encourage you to subscribe to the channel now and turn on post notifications because I upload new videos every Monday and Thursday specifically for people like you, my friend. And with this, we got some very exciting stuff because this, I believe, is our first follow-along workout routine. And what I've done with this is that I've actually taken out one of the workouts from my free beginner calisthenics program, which is going to be the level 2 workout. There's 3 levels. We're going to do level 2 here. So if you want to know exactly the sets, the reps, the rest time for each exercise, as well as, you know, the progressions and regressions for each exercise, right? So I'm only going to do one for each movement pattern in this video right now. Of course, you can simply, in the description below, I'll have the link to download my free beginner calisthenics program. We can have everything you need for training and nutrition and recovery when starting your calisthenics journey. And also to note as well, a very thorough warm-up, which is also in the beginner program. So make sure, of course, to warm up first, and then we will get into our first set of our workout. Right, so the first exercise we're going to do is obviously what is usually the most difficult for us, which was certainly most difficult for me, is chin-ups and pull-ups and vertical pulling. So we're going to do this with assisted chin-ups. Now, of course, if you have a setup like me with a freestanding pull-up bar and using rings, then that's great. If not, you can simply actually use a door pull-up bar, as some of my clients do, and then actually elevate your feet on a chair, so you can actually do this at the same time. If you watch previous videos of mine, as well as in the free guide where I also give exercise tutorials of each exercise, you'll see what I mean by doing this with a door pull-up bar version, right? So starting out, we're going to use a height where we can use assistance from our feet and still get a full range of motion, right, all the way up without having to strain our neck forward or cut the range of motion, right? So we're going to start in a dead hang with a feet assisted again, where it's on the floor when you're doing rings, or on a chair if you're doing it against a door pull-up bar at home. And here, to keep this video simple, we're going to go for 10 reps, right? So again, retracting and depressing the scapula, pulling the shoulder blades down and back, and using as little assistance from the legs as possible so you can get stronger in the chin up. And pull up, lower down, and repeat for repetitions, right? In fact, I'd say with chin ups, as it's more strength based, I'd rather you focus on lower reps using less leg assistance rather than doing more reps and using more leg assistance, because you're not going to get as strong in the chin ups that way, right? So say from here, we're going to do 8, right? So that's 5. Lower down with control, pull up with as little assistance as possible. Making sure that as you pull up, you pull with the back rather than so much of the arms. And then last rep, let's go as so. Again, everything will make more sense towards the end of the video. I'm going to go through each exercise once and explain how you can do this in your own workout routine more effectively, right? So once we've done with upper body pulling, we'll do upper body pushing. As we drop down to the floor, I think you're going to guess what exercise we're going to do. Push-ups. Now, of course, if you are new to this, again, all the progressions and regressions are in the program. Link to the description below. So if you can do push-ups, that's great. If not, we always start somewhere. You can simply elevate your hands by doing incline push-ups, right? Which I'll probably link up here. An exercise tutorial which I've done on this YouTube channel, right? For incline push-ups. So starting out, hands just outside shoulder width apart. As we do this, we're going to slightly externally rotate the shoulders so our elbow pits are facing forward. So almost like screwing your shoulders outward into their sockets. This will prevent the elbows from flaring out. Core and glutes engaged. Scapula slightly protracts and depressed, so pressing away slightly to again put the shoulders and the scapula in a healthy position. And here, we're going to lower down control. Strict form, chest to the floor, press up, full elbow lockout, right? And here, we're going to do 10. Whatever variation you're doing, you can do more, you can do less, depending on your strength level, what exercise you're doing. Just take it slow and control, and press up with force. So here, I've done 6, and then 7. Come on, friend, keep pushing. And also focus on yourself. Don't strain your neck too much by looking at me, because that will not be helpful for your neck. Eyes on the prize, my friend, that being your gains. And after the push-ups, we're going to move on to the next exercise, which is going to be a squat variation. So next up, we got side-to-side squats, which are a great progression to train the legs unilaterally to help with any muscle imbalances, and also progress towards the arch squat, which will then build the base to the almighty one-leg squats and pistol squats, right? So start out with a wider stance, almost like a sumo squat stance, so feet wider than the shoulder width, right? You want to make sure you go a bit wider, because if you go too close, you can put a bit of unwanted strain on the knees, right? So whatever best suits your hip anatomy, right? And then obviously glutes and core engaged. From here we're going to lower down onto one side, allowing the other leg to slightly bend as it's a side-to-side squat. Then once we reach to a range we're comfortable with, usually either parallel just below, press up, and then repeat on the other side. And make sure you do both sides for equal repetitions. Now, I think for here, I'm going to do 6 reps on each side to keep this video brief. In fact, no, let's push it. Let's do 8, right? I don't want you to get complacent and fall down to my standard of 6 reps, right? We're going to do more. If you feel you can do more, then by all means do more. If you can't do as much, then by all means that's fine. So here, we've done 6. Actually, no, we haven't. We need to do this side 6. As you come down, make sure the knees are shoved outward. Don't let them cave in. 1 more rep, my friend, or more if you got more in the tank. And now we're going to focus on the next exercise after this. Next up, we've got tabletop bridges, which is great for strengthening all the muscles in the back side of our body, as well as simultaneously stretching the muscle in the front side of our body. And what we're going to do with this is that we're going to make this more challenging by pausing at the top of each rep for 2 seconds, right? So, again, tabletop starts. Again, the progressions and regressions are in the program. So, you do whichever one that best suits you. And you can either have your palms forward, sideways, back, whereas best for you. I'm going to do sideways, right? And then from here, I'm going to pull our body up, body parallel to the ground, pause 1, 2, lower down, control, and then back up, 1, 2, make sure it's 1, 2, it's 2 seconds, my friend, not 1, 2, 1, 2, all right? And then down with control, pull up, nice and high, pull the shoulder blades down and back, making sure the shoulders don't round forward, 1, 2, then we're going to do 10 reps here. Making sure you focus more on yourself and how you'll perform the exercise, rather than always straining your neck in several directions looking at me. Right. So, 1 more rep, my friend. Pull up, 1, 2. If that was really challenging, then great. If not, by all means do more reps and keep going. And we will, once you're ready, you can pause this video if you like, we can then go to more core focused exercises. And for training the core, there's no better way than doing this by hanging on a nice pull-up bar, right? So what we're gonna do here is hanging knee raises, and we'll do this nice and strictly. We're not gonna kip, swinging back and forth. Do this with nice control to get the most out of the contraction in our abdominal muscles, as well as training a bit of the hip flexors as well. And so we can get the most gains from the exercise. So starting in a dead hang, hands either shoulder width or just outside shoulder width apart, palms facing away from you like a pull-up. As you start in dead hang, it's going to posteriorly tilt the pelvis, right, as I've explained in other videos, so that way the core is now flat. You're going to retract and press the scapula, putting the shoulder blades down and back to keep them in a strong and healthy position. Gripping the bar tight, again thumb under the bar, right, that'll help with grip. And from here, pull the legs up, elbows bent, not elbows bent, knees bent I mean, elbows should be kept straight. Repeat for repetition, so make sure to do this with control. Put nice and high to the chest as well, that's going to be much easier, much harder than doing it with a partial range of motion. So we're going to do 12 reps, no 15, come on let's push ourselves my friend. We're going to do 8, 9, oh damn my abs are burning. Keep pushing my friend, 11, oh my days, my abs are on fire, oh my days, 13, 14, 15, oh man, I've not done them in a while. That is the result of training your abs properly. Do just one exercise which is going to hammer your abs and your core to grow, rather than doing poncy 30-minute ab circuits and that. If you're watching this video, you know better my friend. So I'm glad to hear that. Once we've done our hanging knee raises or whatever core exercise that best suits you, we're going to move on to the last exercise. It's going to be some side plank raises, right? We're not only going to train the obliques, Going to help with the muscles on the side of our body, shoulder stability, hip mobility, as well as the side of the glutes, which is really going to help with all of your upper body and lower body exercises all around. So it's a great exercise, right? So I'm going to start with our shoulder in line with our elbow, feet outward, one stacked on top of the other. And then from here, for an added challenge, right, we're going to have our arms up facing the ceiling to help as it focuses more on stability, especially in the core. From here, I'm going to press up or pull up as it's a push and a pull. Pause at the top. 3, 4, we're going to do 12 reps on each side, right? So 5 squeeze, slow, nice and controlled, 6. Oh man, I've not done these in a while, which may indicate I may need to. So keep pushing, my friend, keeping the form tight. 10, 11, oh my days, my oblique is burning. 12, and then on the other side, get this weight vest out my way. Trying to get some gains here, right? Now, other side, as I said, same cues, out the shoulder, arm the elbow. One foot stacked on top of the other. Arm up, or you can have it on your side to make it easier. I'll do arm up, so I can challenge you more, my friend, keep the form tight. Do the exact same. Nice and controlled, pause at the top. We're gonna do 12, so that's 3, 4, keep pushing, my friend. Come on, is that what you got? Is that what you got? Come on, my friend, I know you can do that, more like it. Come on, keep pushing. That's 8, come on. 9, come on. Keep up with me, my friend. 10, 11, and 12. Oh, that's a great workout. And of course, if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm not a big fan of like circuit workouts, so I would encourage you to actually do one exercise, one by one. So let's say if you were to do 3 sets of each exercise, to do each exercise first, doing all 3 sets, completing that with rest in between, which again is outlined in the beginner program. And then once you completed that, moving on to the next exercise. So if you were to follow along with me, you can, you know, if we were to take the assisted chin up, for example, you'd play the assisted chin up, pause it when you're finished, then go back to the assisted chin up clip at the start of the video, and then once you go on to your next set, you play it again, and then you progress from there, rather than kind of doing it in a circuit style and going back and forth. And with workouts like these that you can do in the comfort of your own home, with bodyweight and calisthenics workouts, you know, right here, like one of my long-serving clients, Tim, where we worked with each other for just under a year, I believe. Again, Tim worked out at home while working around his busy schedule of like 8 to 12 plus, even 16-hour work days sometimes. And again, with just calisthenics-based workouts like the ones like I'm demonstrating for you right now, just 3 times a week, full body as an example. That way, like as Tim did himself, you can really get in amazing shape and also stay on top of your health and fitness, as well as other priorities in your life, without having to go to an overcrowded gym or make the time to try and commit to too many things at once. Because if you can do bodyweight training anytime, anywhere, there's no barriers to entry for you, my friend. You can get it done anytime, anywhere. At home, in a hotel room, in the park, whatever. Your body is your gym. And if you've got any questions regarding this workout routine or anything about calisthenics and your own progress and journey as a whole, then by all means you can send me a DM, which I'll link in the description below, for you to actually interact with me, chat with me. I'd love to chat with you and answer your questions, because that's what I'm here for. So again, I'll be linked in the description below for you to be able to directly message me, right? So, but I said, if you enjoyed this video, you like my content, enjoyed watching every single minute and every single second of this video, make sure to give this video a cheeky thumbs up and comment down below if you have been following this workout routine, how it went on. I'd love to know and how you're getting on with those gains. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share with a friend or friends you believe would benefit from these gains, and also try this workout routine as well. So that's enough for me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. And as a crew member of the Gains to Express, keep moving forward. I'll see you next time.